I am Steven.
Jared.
Alrighty, yeah, see I have my camera for this. So, everything good though?
Yeah,
it's all good?
IO plate, everything.
So I can trust you that there's an FX6300 over here.
You can take, well, I can't really take it off.
Well, so I don't want to. I mean, I could.
I promise you.
Oh no, I got like tons of paste. I'm not worried about paste. I'm just lazy. So I as long as I can trust you and everything looks good.
I mean, if you really, anything happens, you can just hit me back up and then we'll figure it out.
What do you have in your system right now?
I have an i5-6600K.
GPU?
CPU.
No, for your GPU.
Oh, GPU. Oh, that was I had a 970.
Do you still have that or?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, it made everything fine.
What kind of monitor do you use?
It's a BenQ 24.
24 inch?
Yeah.
So here's 80. Yeah, let him know. If you want, you can go ahead and give him my number.
Yeah, just send some pictures over to me.
Yeah. Alrighty, you guys. So as you saw from the video, we went and picked up a few things off Craigslist. Some random Craigslist guy I found. So I was able to pick all this up for $80. We're gonna go through what I got. He gave me a motherboard, which is an Asus M5A97LE R2.0. So the lower model end of the famous regular R2.0, which is no LE in it. The LE one's the slimmed down version. Obviously you only have the 4-pin for the CPU power and no heatsink on the VRMs, but it'll get the job done. Like I said, I paid $80 for it, so I can't really complain. And we have an FX6300 that came with it. Obviously the stock cooler's up here, and I'm debating on replacing it. And then we have 8 gigs of memory right here, Patriot memory. I'm not sure what speed it is. I didn't really read. It says 186 on it. I don't know, but the timings are a little loose. They're at 10, 11, 10, 30. So I would assume maybe this is 1866. Yep, 1866, so I called it. So it's 1866, DDR3, Patriot memory, and then he gave me the box and stuff, which I honestly didn't really care about, but he did include the IO plate, which is very nice of him, because if you guys don't know, buying a motherboard without one of these, it's not going to do anything to your build or back performance. It's just one of those nice cosmetic touches to have, and can be very annoying to try and just pick just one of these up for certain motherboards, that is, simply because these usually end up getting sold with the motherboard or lost with the motherboard. They don't necessarily just randomly have for an exact motherboard that you might need. So we got the IO shield, and we're going to test all these parts real quick and make sure they work. But for $80, not bad. I think so. I think I did pretty good with that. And this is another vlog to another budget build done for real. I'm not going to spoil anything, sadly, you guys. I'll probably be posting pictures on Twitter, so go ahead and follow if you're not already there. And other things that I'm going to be picking up later on this week. I have a few other setups, but I'm not going to tell you what we're building. I'm not going to tell you my budget. I'm not going to tell you what kind of settings I'm aimed at playing. I'm just showing you guys the process as it goes along. We'll unveil all of this stuff probably either in the last vlog style video and or the actual build video. But this is, I don't even know what to call the video because I'm not telling you guys how much I'm spending. But either way, Asus motherboard, FX6300 and 8 gigs of RAM, 1866 for $80. That's a pretty decent deal right there if you ask me. So we're gonna test it, and we'll come back when I got it all hooked up and stuff. So I was just going through looking for my stock coolers, and I have a couple of these Intel ones with the copper base plate. But it is actually rather sad how many AMD stock heatsinks I have just laying around. That just shows how bad they are. I don't even want to give a PC away with a stock AMD cooler. The Intel one's a little bit more forgivable, but this poor GTS or GST 8800, poor thing. It's probably had about 7 different coolers strapped to it. It's been baked in the oven. It has been severely hammered with overheating in gaming since it was put in the system. Poor thing. So I don't think this one's gonna work. I think I might have to resort to using a random AMD cooler. I just need something to hold on to this thing for a second, and then I don't really like how that's gonna have metal flaps hanging over. So I'm gonna unbolt this and take off these little brackets. That way I can just strap a cooler to it. So I'm literally just using the cooler to spread it around. If you guys are wondering, I've done this for this graphics card so many times. That's why I was calling it poor little graphics card. You poor graphics card. Okay, so I didn't actually think of how I was going to strap this together. So, I actually have a really funny idea. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to undo this screw. And we're going to undo that screw. This is going to be intense. You guys, I don't know if you guys are quite ready for this. And we are going to take this and slide it down the hole. Come on. A little fatter than I remember. That's what she said. You guys like that? You know you did. You thought it was fun. Alright, let's slide that in there. Let's get that in there nice. Oh, maybe I should pull this off real quick. Yeah, like I said, not the best idea, but you know what? Like, I just need it to post. That's all I need. So basically what I'm doing is I'm taking these zip ties and I'm sliding it through the screw holes, since they have like a little area that it goes all the way down through, and then just shooting it through the hole for the cooler mount. And if I can get it to get in there, there we go, for the cooler mount. And I'm literally just gonna pull down on it on both sides if I can. So there it is, sitting flush. See those sticking through there? And what you do is you take a zip tie on the other side and you just push it all the way down. There we go. See that? See how ghetto that is? Is this what you wanted to see? Is this really what you wanted to see? Poor graphics card. There we go. Bam. Probably better than the stock cooler. I don't remember what the stock cooler looked like on this. It was a long time when I took it off. But let's go plug it in and see what happens. So there's the monitor up there. Everything's hooked up with my ghetto test bench. If you guys want to take a look, it's literally just the motherboard box. We have CPU and everything in there. My test power supply that I like to use, which is also a piece of crap. Any companies make test benches and they want to send me one, by all means, go for it. I won't deny it. I would love to have a test bench. So now I just need to figure out which one of these are power. Which one of these are power? Maybe should probably turn the power supply on. I probably should edit that out. Power? There we go. Oh crap, monitor. Oh, monitors and mouse keyboard, probably. Good idea. Okay, well now it's working in the top slot. I have no idea what happened there, just didn't want to work. Maybe I just had to reseat it. But it's working now, and as we see, the BIOS is already up, so I'll probably end up flashing the BIOS now while I have it here. But yeah, there's my start of another budget build. So far we're $80 in the hole. We'll find out exactly how much I'm going to spend later on. I'll be sharing all that information with you guys. Like I said, if you're not following me on Twitter, you probably should, because I display random information that I don't usually say in the videos, or at least not until the videos have already been released. You can maybe get a heads up on what's going on. But yeah, there we have it. It's running. Yay, it worked. So I have a few more things to pick up, and like I said, there'll be more disclosure on the budget later. But for now, stay tuned for another budget build done for real.